Hello, folks, and welcome to the start of this WPSL 2023 season down here in Florida. And what a wonderful matchup we have for you this evening. Start of the season for both these teams, FC Prime and FC Surge. We are in Davie, Florida, on the campus of NSU University. A lovely facility here, nice turf field, and a nice game of soccer in the offing this Sunday evening. You can see the sun going down. The referees making their last checks on the netting, and the two teams just getting their last instruction from the coaches. And for those of you who are new to the WPSL, thank you for finding us on 11 Sports. And quick shout out to partners of Prime here, ravads.com. That's ravads.com. Free membership always, and nowhere else can you find Disney tickets cheaper. Enjoy all the savings. That's ravads.com. And you can see on the right-hand side of the screen in the all-white uniforms, that's FC Surge, a well-established local ladies team based more out of Miami-Dade County, and then Football Club Prime, who are wearing the grey jerseys, black shorts, black socks. A little more of a Broward flavour to the Prime operation. They have a really good system, starting with kids all the way up to the senior teams. And this is the WPSL team kicking off their season. And the referee gets us underway here in Davie, Florida. And both these teams, I think, will be looking at this game to put down a marker early. Definitely, if you want to show what you're about, a good way to do that is to go and beat FC Surge in your first game. Here comes Surge with a great ball by Christine Kint, a little bit too much on it. And that's going to go right through to the goalkeeper. Starting goalkeeper, Ella Stevens. For Prime today, go with a short distribution. Stevens has got the better gig out of the two goalkeepers here because she has the sun behind her. Her opposite number wearing the 0, Heidi Schultz, is going to have to contend with this low sun for a little bit. She hasn't gone for the old baseball cap, though. That's brave. Sarah Medina, the number 3 for FC Surge, in there quickly. That's good defending by the fullback, number 7. That's Carly Schlosser for Prime. A good little passage of possession for Prime here. And Chrissy Gratz almost buys herself half a chance there, charging that ball down. But Prime will want to get a bit of possession here, thread a few passes together and work their opponents out a little bit. And they move quite nicely into their opponent's half here down the left-hand side. I think that's probably Megan Morgan over on that far side. Goes one way, then the other. Outside of the player in towards the area. A low ball and read very well by the number 25 for FC Surge, which is Castellano. And a misplaced pass there, and onto it is Schlosser, charging through the midfield, but charged down. Shama Silva for FC Surge now, waiting for the run, and there's another ball threaded through, and that's some afterburners, I think, from Jade Scarlett. She's one-on-one to keep a no, just a crucial intervention at the back there. I think it's Jaden Roberts, beg your pardon, who I think is starting over on that far side. The sun making it a little difficult for me until it goes down as well. And my name is Lee, aka Magic City Soccer, and providing the video coverage today is SoccerDroid. So I am merely the voice. All the magic that happens is my friend SoccerDroid. If you need a game coverage, you can Google him on the internet. Another chance for the Prime defence to just shuffle the ball between them and look for that opening coming forward. No way through the middle. And the loose ball will come to the number 25 for Prime. That is Jules Johnston. She's still going, Johnston, and she might have won possession back here. She's making a nice little run into the middle. Surge defence takeover. Good hustle by Johnston. Brady. I think that's the captain's armband on the number 17 for FC Surge, which is Alana Brady. But this is a good, promising start so far by Prime. And I believe they may have had a warm-up game before playing this one. I know Surge were having tryouts. And that's an interesting ball through the middle, one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Well, the goalkeeper gets a hand to it. I think she was in the area, but that's the first real chance of the game, and it came the way of Prime. And I think you would say that you want to do a little bit better when given a chance like that. That is a gilt-edged opportunity early in the game. It was the centre forward, Pietra Tordin, who was onto it. And then we should keep our eye on Tordin. She had one stiff already. This ball, though, comes out to the left-hand side to Medina. And that's very good defending, I think, by Schlosser at the back. Yes, it is. Just kept her eye on the ball and put that ball out. For those of you who don't follow the WPSL in this area, the number 3, Sarah Medina, for FC Surge, has got some real pace to burn. Kint trying to get on the ball there. So Schlosser did a really good job there to keep her quiet. Because once she gets past the player, it's very difficult to catch up with her. That's a wonderful ball. And they're in behind here. And charging down the left-hand side, I think is Megan Morgan. And Morgan goes for goal from distance, almost creeps in. And why not have a go? It's still early in the game, still only 5 minutes in. And a couple of quick-fire chances there for Prime. So it is kind of a 4-5-1 from Prime today. It's probably going to be a little bit flexible. You can change that into a 4-3-3 quite easily as Silva flicks it on. The ball goes loose. And Christine Kint takes a touch. That's a little bit heavy. Is that going to go out for a throw? Yes, it is. I think that's been called as a foul throw, so the ball will go the other way. We'll go to the whites of FC Surge. Taking quickly. Silva trying to drive through the lines, but runs out of room, and that one is a throw-in. And a little bit of a let-off for Prime there. I think maybe a couple of these players still shaking off that pre-season rust. All these players do play college soccer, and there's a little bit of a gap, I would say, between the college soccer season finishing up and us getting into the WPSL season. She looked at all her options there, but the ball's come out to Chrissy Gratz. Scratch from distance, and that is an easy one for Ella Stevens to gather in the Prime goal. And she gets the ball moving again quickly. And you got to watch Chrissy Gratz. She can score from anywhere, but she'll have to do well to beat Stevens from that distance. And that one is intercepted by one of the Baldaccinis, Sol Baldaccinis. There's 2 Baldaccinis on the roster for FC Surge today. But this is an assured performance at the back so far from Prime. And they work it over to the right-hand side, back into the middle. Again, crowded out by white jerseys. Ball through for Medina again, tracked very well by Schlosser. And no problem for Stevens. This time Stevens goes long downfield, read quite well. Silva finding a lot of space again. Ducking and bobbing and weaving, trying to play that ball into the penalty area. And just eased off there. I think the number 3 for Prime over on that far side, which would be Isabella Martinez, the fullback. That's a nice little battle that's brewing. I love those little battles, those one-on-one battles that you see on the pitch. And And Jaden Roberts, the winger, up against Isabella Martinez, the fullback. That's one to watch for sure. Just as much as on the other side, Schlosser versus Medina is a good one. That's a good long ball forward. Just cut out by the defender. It was the right idea trying to get Jules Johnson into the game. Here we go. Here is Johnston again. Johnston looks up, takes on her marker, still on the ball here. Jules Johnston goes one way, then the other. The ball goes loose, and Medina will sweep that one up, but it's a quick, rushed pass. And Schlosser can come forward and join the attack now. Schlosser looks like she wants to send it in. Decent cross, but too close to the goalkeeper. Good positive play by Schlosser, but that is a pretty easy gather in the end for Schultz in the FC Surge goal. I'm having my pronunciation corrected, and we're only 10 minutes into the first game of the season. I do my best. Apparently, it's I don't know, Schultz. I don't know. I'm not putting enough mustard on it. Obviously, I'll bring more mustard out for the next game. And this is why I love watching WPSL soccer. It's such a good watch. So technical, the ball over the top, and charging out is the goalkeeper. She does just enough. Schultz. And she had to make once she made the decision, she had to stick with it, but it's not over yet. Prime trying to find that ball through to Johnson, doesn't quite come off. Well, 10 minutes in, and player playing up top. Pietra Tordin has had a couple of good, I would say even half chances maybe already for Prime, but has yet to find a way to get past Heidi Schultz. Paranoid about saying Schultz now. My producer was having a go at me. But yes, 10 minutes into this game, it is 0-0. A couple of exciting opportunities for Prime. I think they'll be happy with that. First time pass by Kint is the right idea. And it comes to Brady now. Brady back to Christine Kint. Kint sends it out wide to Medina. Some work here to do for the Prime defence. There are some players in the middle, but again, that's excellent defending. And there's no way through. Prime wastes no time shifting the ball out to the left-hand side, try to change the angle of attack, and then back into the middle. And Maya McCutcheon, number 12 there, playing as kind of the holding midfielder. I see 21 Jimenez moving around a little bit more, maybe playing a bit more box-to-box. But McCutcheon doing a good job of anchoring that midfield at the moment, and that is a good bit of work. And almost the right ball to send a teammate through. She's definitely getting involved here. Pietra Tordin. Looking for the run of Medina again. This is a decent passage of play by Serge. Sent into the area. And nice and calm. Maybe a little bit too calm at the back, but Prime do get it out. And Tordin tries to turn her marker there. That's a really good idea. Just couldn't quite get the execution right. And this is a pretty good end-to-end game at the moment. It's all action, high tempo. And we've come out swinging here in the WPSL at the start of this season. This game between the home team, FC Prime, and FC Surge. Surge on the ball here. If you are just joining, Surge in the white, Prime in the greys. A loose ball. Getting a little bit of possession in their opponent's half here. Our Surge, but they're struggling to make it really count. And it is something of a new centre-back pairing for Surge, the number 25, Castellano. We come back here, and Chrissy Gratz from distance, covered well by the goalkeeper. FC Surge on the ball again, this time coming down the right side. and trying to find a way through centrally. And I think that was McCutcheon with a very good intervention there. Here she is again, Maya McCutcheon, driving forward. She's got Johnson on the outside. Goes to play the ball inside. Not sure that was the correct decision, but Prime still have the ball. Can shoot from distance here, maybe. Morgan loses out that time. And the ball stolen. This is Johnston. Johnston on the area, shapes to shoot. His defender in the side, I think it was a Castellano that it hit. And after soaking up a bit of pressure, now it's chance for Prime to come forwards. That is good defending, you have to say, by Castellano. They can't get out, though. This is Schlosser, and I think she may have ran that out, and it will be a goal kick. Busy start so far for Kylie Schlosser, sophomore at Brown University. And they're having a lot of luck up there at Brown, and they're always in the top 10 teams in the country. Kylie's got 1 goal, 3 assists this season for Brown. Brown made it to the second round of the NCAA tournament this year. So she's got the credentials, but here come FC Surge, one way, then another for Jaden Roberts. But no way through. Some more good defending on show. Support arriving, and this is captain Brady. Sends the ball forward. That could have crept through, and everyone was a bit nonchalant just watching it go through to Stevens. Vance plays it out to McCutcheon. McCutcheon has to go back to Catalina Bastos. Bastos with a long ball forward. Can Morgan keep that one in? I don't think she can. And that will be an FC Surge throw. 15 minutes in, still waiting for that first goal of the game. Thank you for joining us on 11 Sports. And we will be bringing you every single FC Prime game on 11 Sports this season. If you're watching on your phone, you need to know that you can also download 11 Sports onto your smart TV. They have a smart TV app, so you can watch on the sofa with a sandwich and beverage of your choice, should you want to. McCutcheon on the ball again, given time to turn. Looks up, still wants to come, clips the ball forward. Not the pass she wanted, I don't think. And this time Medina is past Schlosser. Vance is in close attention too. Medina sends the ball in. And that one's aimless. She just swung a boot at that, and that's going to be a goal kick for Ella Stevens to take. Ella Stevens playing for FC Prime, currently in 10th grade at Stoneman Douglas High School. A 10th grader playing with college players. That is incredible by itself. I was talking to Coach Morgan, the FC Prime coach, who's telling me how impressed he is with her. She's great poise for a young player and playing WPSL, playing Division 2 soccer in the 10th grade. I mean, you've got a bright future, haven't you? Well, an entertaining game so far. As we close in on the 20-minute mark, still no goals. An evenly matched battle between some of the best women's footballers in South Florida. Just sharpening their cleats for the upcoming season. Here they come again with Roberts down the right-hand side. Roberts sends a ball in. Schlosser deals with a header. I think that's Vance on the ball. Vance has time to turn. Plays it out nice and calm to McCutcheon. McCutcheon out wide to Martinez. And again, very calm at the back. Maybe Surge could gamble and put a little bit more pressure on, but you can see they're They're standing off their opponents a little here. Unless this is a free kick. I don't even think it's a free kick. No, they're just letting them have the ball in their own half. And Chrissy Gratz wins the ball herself. She's got a lot of work to do here, and she's been forced wide. Sends the ball in. And safety first. Ball sent downfield. Little bit of flair there by Medina. Didn't quite come off. FC Surge still have the ball. Nice little touch. Missed clearance there. Roberts trying to use a skill, brought down, and that will be the first free kick of the game in a dangerous area. We'll see who fancies taking this one. It's number 15, Sol Aldacini, who's taken the ball over. It's definitely an angle you could have a go here. I think Prime are going to put 3 in the wall. Ella Stevens is setting that wall. From the free kick, FC Surge, and it doesn't miss by much. A decent effort, but they haven't worked out Stevens, and that will be a goal kick. Still can't believe that. 10th grader playing in goal here tonight. There is a famous cliche in British soccer, which is if you're good enough, you're old enough. And I think that rings true wherever in the world you're playing the game. Long ball forward. FC Surge a little bit indecisive here. It goes all the way back to Schultz. FC Surge with the throw in, and we now have the floodlights switched on as the sun says good night to us over on the left-hand side of your screen. Another wonderful day in South Florida done. All we're missing at the moment is a goal midway through this first half. Surge's ball. There's no missing those cleats that Christine Kint are wearing. They're bright enough without the floodlights. And that will be a free kick for Prime. Vance looking to send this one long, or is it Schlosser with the free kick? And instead she sends it short. So I was wrong on both counts. Bastos trying to make something work there. Doesn't quite come out, but that one does go back to Vance this time. Johnston is calling for it on the right-hand side. Not a fantastic first touch. It spins away from her. She was calling for it, was Johnston. Just couldn't bring it under control. Alana Brady not happy with herself for that pass. Gives it straight back to her opponents. Johnston nips in before her to win that header. There's no one up front. Tordin not quite close enough. Loses out there, and Kint now trying to make something happen. Brady to Kint first time forward. Stepping out is Bastos. Keeps coming forward. Out to the left-hand side. And that is going to be offside. And there wasn't much in that offside decision, but I think it's probably the right call. We're not going to get Photoshop out and start drawing lines on the pitch, but the assistant referee has a really good view of that one, and it did look like she'd gone a little bit too quickly. Good teamwork there, and the ball comes through. This is Johnson. Johnson lets the ball come down. It's the first goal of the game, and Jules Johnson crept in behind the FC Surge defence and opens her account for a season. Took that goal superbly. Once she was in behind, she made no mistake with a finish. And the game has needed a goal, and now we have one. It is SC Prime 1, FC Surge 0. And it looks like, as we are pretty much halfway through this half, we are going to have a water break. But it is 1-0. So this is an interesting. The nature of the water break changes, because I'm sure the coaches had an idea of what they were going to say in their heads, and now that little team talk for the first quarter kind of changes. Very, very well taken goal by Johnson, though. Did very, very well to find the space. So we'll be back from this water break shortly. Before the game, Coach Russ Morgan, the head coach of FC Prime, this is his second year in charge of this Prime team, hoping to finally sort of start to reap those rewards of those players coming through, born and raised in this community. So yeah, I asked him about FC Surge, and he's very complimentary about FC Surge. There's a great program, done great things over the years. And the leadership, though, at FC Prime themselves is top notch. And Alan Huff and Andres Camacho are doing a heck of a job. And this is kind of the pinnacle, really, of the women's program. When you start off with the girls and they come through the age groups after college. I mean, this is independent club soccer in the USA, Division 2 women's soccer. And it's about as high as you can get without getting into the NWSL. So it's certainly a really good proving ground and a place for these players to sharpen their skills. So we'll kick off after this water break, as the goal had just gone in. And here we go, back underway. FC Surge won't like that. They won't like going 1 goal down. And they had a couple of warning shots across the bow as well before that had even happened. But there's still a long way to go. And with a 1 goal game, you never feel too comfortable. Morgan can't keep it in. That will be a throw. FC Prime, delighted to be partnered with ravads.com. Free membership always at ravads.com. Nowhere else can you find Disney tickets cheaper. Enjoy all the savings at ravads.com. If you're new to watching the WPSL, the deal with the substitutes in this league is that they are rolling subs, so players can come on, come off as needed. So although most teams do have a preferred starting 11, you will see the coaches kind of go to their benches, change things up, give some people a few minutes, and maybe see if someone can impress and break into the that starting lineup. Calm at the back again, and then a long ball forward looking for Tordin. Tordin's got three players in close attention, but she still keeps that ball moving. The goal scorer Johnson looks up, curls the ball in, and she's got a second. It's the second goal of the game for Jules Johnston. And I think it must have caught the keeper by surprise. I mean, it was a lovely floated finish. And I think the keeper thought that was going to go over, but it's 2-0 here. FC Prime 2, FC Surge 0. Jules Johnston would very much like to know what Jules Johnson had for breakfast, because I would like some if he gets you 2 goals in 30 minutes in a WPSL game. What a start. What a game we have here. FC Surge need to find something before halftime. Can they slash this deficit back down to 1 goal? As we see some changes happening, I see Morgan going off as well as number 17, Tordin, and then the scorer of the brace, Johnston, is coming off. We'll see who comes on. As I was saying about the coach, about Mr. Russ Morgan, he's it's only the second year they've been in the WPSL, and to be turning in this kind of performance at the start of the second season is really credit to the work of him and his staff. And of course, bags of credit to the players on the field as well. Maybe that second goal did just trigger a little opportunity for the prime coaches to try out a few players, maybe on the bench at the moment, but looking to make that move up until the first 11. There with a pinball comes to one of the substitutes. I believe that is Mayalisa Attis. Always helps me as a commentator if there's a headband. I love a player with a headband because it makes them easy to pick out. So thank you, Mayalisa. I appreciate it. Well, I'm not sure what the answer is here for Surge. They have been in the game, but they maybe did start a bit better and sort of fade in the last 5 or 10 minutes. You'd expect a reaction going 1 goal down, but going 2 goals down as that ball goes all the way through. The replacement then, number 24, I think she's taken Tordin's place, and the 24 is Daniela Correa. Yes, Correa through the middle, gets on the right-hand side. That's a fun way to spend your Sunday evening. A bit of WPSL soccer. Oof. That ball goes right through. And we'll come out to Medina. Silver is making a great run into the left channel. Vance, I think it is, comes out to meet him, and a good work by Vance at the back. Been really impressed by Tyler Vance so far. Everything you want from a centre back. Calm in possession, could read the game, can get a tackle in when needed. Clipped through by Brady. Medina tries to get there. That's Chrissy Gratz, beg your pardon. Goes all the way back to Stevens. Stevens under a bit of pressure here and has no choice but to send it to the safest place, which is out into the stands for a throw-in. I've never been to school in the States, so I don't know if a 10th grader actually has to be in school tomorrow. I mean, keeping goal in WPSL, and this game won't finish at like 9 o'clock at night. Don't think I was allowed up past 9 o'clock at night when I was a 10th grader. But then again, I wasn't a really good goalkeeper. Here comes, that's a lovely little touch by Brady, but can't get the direction right. Storming through the middle of the field here is Schlosser. Has she got the pass? Yes, she has got the pass. Here is the substitute, bearing down on goal, just to keep it to beat. And it's the third goal of the game, a wonderfully taken goal by the substitute. By the substitute, Melissa Attis. And once she took that ball under control, she never looked back. And it was wonderful work, I believe, by Schlosser, who's had a really good game herself. It's just the pitch opened up for her, and the ball that she sent through was inch perfect, but there was still loads of work to do for Mylisa Attis. Mylisa is at Texas A&M, Corpus Christi. Just had a freshman year there, started 8 games, played in 16, 4 goals and 2 assists. And now she has a goal in the WPSL as well. It is 3-0 here in Davie, Florida at the AutoNation Field. And, well, I expected a close game at kickoff, and I've been proved wrong. FC Prime are moving out of sight here. And we have 10 minutes left in this first half. Sends the ball forwards. And nice sensible decision by Castellano to go back to Schultz. Schultz sends it out. Schlosser, who just had that amazing assist for that third goal. Kint has to go back to her goalkeeper. 3-0 is difficult. I mean, I've seen it done, and you've seen it done at all levels of football by all kinds of teams. But if the ball comes through for Chrissy Gratz here, if anyone can make a difference, it's Chrissy Gratz. Chrissy Gratz bearing down on the area, sends the ball across goal. And I think it was Hames who was following it in, just couldn't quite get close enough to get a touch on it. And we will have a few more changes here. I think this time for Serge. See, Shama Silva, the number 22, is going off. Number 8 and number 4. Well, that's definitely Chrissy Gratz. Number 8 is Mackenzie Metcalf. We'll see who comes on for those. Hopefully, for Serge, from the Serge point of view, the substitutions will have the same effect as the prime ones did, because they went downfield and scored a goal almost instantly. You can't quite see on the camera, but there's a decent crowd out here. I'd put it at about 80 or 100 maybe. Some people, obviously professional sports watchers, they've got the chairs with the backs that you clip onto those aluminum, beg your pardon, bleachers. And you clip them on, and it looks quite comfy. And I get myself one of those. Anyway, back to the soccer. Here comes FC Surge. Kint on the ball, forced backwards. And has to go back to Brady. There's just nothing on, really, not a lot of movement up front for Serge at the moment, but Martina turns, goes from distance, and Alistair says, "Thank you very much." Even my homework was harder than that. This is a bit better. Well, I say keeping possession, but then Serge give possession away immediately. great touch. Oh, that's a wonderful piece of football. And it keeps the ball moving forward as well. That was McCutcheon. Just how many players did she take out with that one move? That was great. That's one of those little touches. It may not be a shot on goal or an amazing pass or something, but that's just a touch of a football player. You know what I mean? Just opened up the pitch beautifully. Well, she's going to go off after that, McCutcheon, but had a really, really good first half, in my opinion. Going off as well is Isabella Martinez. Down the line, looking for Kin. In close attention is the number 19, Samantha Robbins. Robbins does well. They keep the ball moving and taking a little bit of a bang on the ankle. That was Bastos. Ball sent in. There's the goal scorer, Attis, and she just clears her lines. Forces play all the way back downfield. Game's got a bit of its zip back now. I actually think that water break, that came at a really bad time for FC Surge when you've just conceded. I really kind of feel like the last thing you want to do is have that pause, have that break. Surely you just want to get that ball moving and get playing again. And we're going to get a free kick here. The referee's, I think he's just having a word with someone. I don't see him going for the cards. He's writing something down. Free kick deep over on the right hand side. There's a few white jerseys in the area. That's not a bad delivery. Coming out to claim it comfortably is Ella Stevens, superstar 10th grade goalkeeper. Found another new player in South Florida soccer now. Oh, 5 minutes and change, I think, until the end of this first half. It's been, well, been a bit of an eyebrow raiser for anyone who follows the WPSL around here. Didn't really have 3-0 to Prime on my card, but they'll be very happy with that. This is a great start to the season for them. Here comes Surge, though. Can they get one back before half time? Not the ball they would have wanted, and down the line, maybe. Weishloss, no, takes one touch, goes inside. There's Bastos. Bastos seems to be moving okay despite getting that kick on the ankle. We will have the second half coming up live, just as we did the first half here on 11 Sports. And again, thank you for joining us. My name is Lee. I'm from Magic City Soccer, and all the coverage, all the technical bits and bobs is provided by SoccerDroid. We're happy always to bring the cameras down for some soccer, especially for the WPSL. And despite the fact this game's been a little one-sided so far, you always get to see some good talent, a little bit of flair, and never short of goals at this league. Try and make something happen down the right-hand side. Nothing comes of that. And Leon on the ball now. The Surge comes inside. Little bit of room here for FC Surge. Well read. And it's prime ball. The ball clips over the top. Castellanos and the goalkeeper Schultz. Schultz sends that one up high. That's good work from the goalkeeper, but we're going to bring play back here. There's a player down injured. It's an FC Surge player. Well, let's hope this player is okay. It's never something you like to see, and it's especially never something you like to see that early on in the season. And some treatment going on there. Didn't really see what happened. I was following the flow of the game, but it doesn't look good, and that's a shame. And these games, of course, they're never usually played out in an aggressive way or anything like that. It tends to be very technical league, very few kind of incidents that see someone get injured. But of course, you can always catch your cleats in the turf, twist an ankle, something like that. It's not always about it being a tough or physical game. And unfortunately, this does look pretty terminal. And that just adds to FC Search's worries here today. They find themselves 3-0 down. Now they've lost a player through injury. And even with 45 minutes of soccer still to come, it's going to be quite the escape act if they can get out of this with maybe even a point. They can get 3 unanswered goals in the second half. Maybe they could get out of here with a point. But the way this Prime team is playing today, they don't look like they're going to give up those goals. And it might be more of a case of how many more can Prime get. But we'll see. It's a funny old game. You never know. We're back underway here, and certainly we've had the 45 minutes of regulation, so the referee was just looking to be add-on some time for stoppages here. Except for that injury, haven't really had a lot. Good move. I think that was Leon, used the body well, shield the ball. And we come over to Brady here on the left-hand side. Good skill from Brady. This is decent football by Serge. Brady down the line. The ball goes loose. Vance is there. Sensible play by Vance. Back to Bastos. Bastos looks up. Goes past one. Goes past another, or does she? No. She does lose out. Gets the ball back. Tends the ball forward. I don't Prime going to get a fourth here. That would be a real hammer blow at the end of the half. He's sent forward. I think that's Hames looking for it. Goes back to Stevens. Stevens sends that one somewhere into the NSU campus. Oh no, the Fed stops it disappearing into someone's classroom. She's handy. One less ball to go and look for at the end of the game. FC Surge, one last chance maybe. Not with a pass like that, there won't be. There's room over on the left-hand side. She hasn't seen it. She goes through the middle. I think this is Getz on the ball. Getz looks up. Shimmies, tries to make the angle for the cross. And it does end up gratefully clutched by Schultz. Kick downfield. In the back, the referee doesn't seem to think that one is a foul. Keenly contested ball down there. It will be a surge throw. Kid was a little slow to get back up there. It was a robust challenge by Robbins, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. And that is half time here. Well, it's been a relatively close start to the half, but then FC Prime went striding away with 3 well-taken goals. And FC Surge have it all to do in the second half, but a wonderful start to the season for the home team. The ladies in grey, FC Prime, lead this game by 3 goals to nothing. At half-time, we'll have the second half for you in about 15 minutes. Well, folks, welcome back here to Davie in Florida, the Auto Nation field here at NSW University. We've had some goals in the first half, and that is why it is currently FC Prime 3 and FC Surge 0. This is opening game for these teams, so this will be a major feather in the cap for Prime if they can hang on for all 3 points here, which looks likely. But we do have 45 minutes more of soccer to go. Let's see what we have in store. And we are underway for the second half here. And then, of course, I would like to give a big shout of thanks to ravads.com, partners of FC Prime. That's ravads.com. Free membership always. Nowhere else can you find Disney tickets cheaper. Enjoy all the savings. That's ravads.com. If you are joining us for the second half here, and this is a new thing for you, the WPSL. And these two teams, FC Surge, are in the white jerseys. They're the visiting team here today. In the grey is FC Prime. They're the home team and our host today. My name is Lee. I'll be taking you through this next second half of action and all the technical services provided by SoccerDroid. And now that is out of the way, we can enjoy this second half. Can FC Surge pull off this unlikely turnaround? Can we see some more goals? Comes out quite nicely to Roberts. Roberts comes inside. That one goes high up into the night sky. Megan Morgan tries to bring that under control. Shows a little bit too much of it to Shama Silva. Shama Silva just looking for options. Doesn't see anything she likes. Has to go back to the fullback. The number 2 for FC Surge, who is not on my roster. Because there's a number 5, which is Nicole Baldacini. Here come Prime trying to make something move through the middle. That's Lindsay Gold, number 15, getting a touch of the ball. Nice idea, just trying that reverse pass. It's cut out. This is Medina on the ball. She's got Silva inside, but she sends that one over towards Roberts. And that one's going to go out for a throw in. Throw in taken by the number 3 for Prime. She's Isabella Martinez. She attends college right here, Nova Southeastern University. That's right. In her sophomore year, she logged in 1,100 minutes of game time. That's incredible. So she's off to she's attended St. Thomas University for high school, but it's a lot of minutes to log in college soccer as we have a player down here. And if you're watching the first half, it's a nice little one-on-one battle we've got between Roberts and Martinez down there. And there they are, those two up against each other. This time Martinez comes out on top, goes back to number 29, Bastos. That ball went out anyway. And it's a free kick to be taken by Prime. On one downfield, looking for Tordin, but little shove in the back, and that's going to be a free kick for Prime. Standing over it is Gold. Gold's going to leave it. I think Bastos is going to come up to take it. Quite a few grey jerseys in the area. It's a decent delivery by Bastos, who's going to get on top of it. That ball goes loose. And it has to be hacked away by a surge defender. Throw in taken quickly. Player goes down, and the referee says that is a free kick. It's Shama Silva who's giving it away, but is it in the area and a penalty? It is a penalty. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell with those football lines, but this is a chance for the fourth goal. And it is going to be the centre forward, Pietra Tordin, who's going to take it. So it's Tordin against Schultz. Well, it was definitely a foul. I thought it was right on the edge of the area, but that football line threw me off. From the penalty spot, Tordin steps up and makes no mistake, tucks it into the corner for the fourth goal of the game from the penalty spot. And the first goal for Pietra Tordin. And that was a very, very calmly taken penalty. Tucked right into the corner, pure precision. And, well, it's a mountain to climb for FC Surge now. And it is 4-0 here, 5 minutes into this second half. 3 first half goals and now 1 from the penalty spot as well. Roberts in field to Silva. Silva outside of the boot. Very smartly read by Ella Stevens. Chance for Prime to get out. Silva does as much as she can to try and stop that attack, and it does at least force it wide. Megan Morgan has to go backwards to Vance. Vance has a bit of room to move into. Oh, that is a risky stuff from Vance, but she gets away with it and sends it out to Morgan. Morgan comes infield, drifts that ball over. A wonderful pass. Can't bring it under control. That was a really good chance. Great ball by Morgan. Doesn't come off. And I believe that was Johnston over there, and she could have been in for a hat trick. I mean, should is a bit presumptuous, but maybe she should have been. Surge ball, congested midfield, and it's won back by Prime. Lightning quick counter attack going on here, and I think it's Schlosser down on the right hand side. Can she find a cross? She finds a shot, and I think that has to be cleared off the line. It's back into the middle, and another despairing block by FC Surge. How have they kept this out? They've still kept it out. Surely they can't keep it out. It's still, and it flashes wide. Well, I don't know what's happening there. That was, I mean, it definitely felt like that was going to be the fifth goal, but it will be a corner. Some desperate defense by FC Surge there. And you know what? I love to see that. They're still in there battling, fighting, trying to stay in this game. I'm not sure who that goal line clearance from. I think it might have been one of the Baldaccinis. Or maybe it was the number 5, Nicole Baldacini. But anyway, it is a prime corner kick. Driven low towards the near post. That one flicks up back into the area. A little bit of danger here. I think McCutcheon swings a cleat at it, takes a deflection, and sliced clearance. And that's going to be another corner kick. And Prime can really smell blood in the ocean here. And going for that killer blow. Just checking that ball is nicely on the corner, little quarter circle. Drifted in, far post, firm header, and it goes wide. Well, I think there was a defender on the post who had that covered if she'd have hit the target. And it will be a goal kick. Well, this is a chance for FC Surge. It goes out to Medina. Medina one-on-one with Schlosser. Hasn't got the better of her so far tonight. It's a smart little ball into Christine Kint, though. Kint back to Medina. Medina drills it low and can't find a teammate with that. And that's going to be a goal kick for Prime. Sent out over to Schlosser. Schlosser loves a little run with the ball. Tries to break the line there. Looking up is Tordin. Tordin takes her time. She's got some support with her. Loses possession. Silva to Kint. Back to the defence. Looking for Roberts. That's a nice touch from Roberts. Roberts wants to turn. Goes the wrong way. McCutcheon is there. Tordin again. It hits the ref. And the ref is going to drop that ball back into play. FC Surge come over the halfway line again, looking to break Medina free down the left-hand side. And again, a nice little increase to the tempo of the game. Good turn by Tordin, goes from distance. Oh my word! Goal! For the 6th goal of the game, picked that one out of the back of the net. From absolutely nowhere, Tordin lashes it home from a good 20-25 yards out into the top corner. Well, that's a special delivery, courtesy of Pietra Tordin, and it's the 6th goal of the game. What a fantastic strike. She just had a couple of good touches, just gave possession away, but Serge left her some room and she made no mistake with a remarkable finish. Gold on the ball, and she keeps that moving down to Morgan. Morgan keeps it in play. They've really got the bit between the teeth now. Prime have ghosts inside, still going upended. The referee says, I haven't seen a thing there, play on. And it comes out with Shama Silva. Silva's got a lot of work to do herself here. Sends the ball forward, looking for Gratz. Gratz can't get there. Nice little move, a little bit of skill there. I think that was McCutcheon again. And I think with the obviously with the scoreline at 6-0, I feel like Prime can afford to relax a little bit here. And this is Gold on the ball. Goal to the score of Pietra. She can't find the finish. Another reminder of our partner, ravads.com. Click onto ravads.com. It's free membership there always, and nowhere else can you find Disney tickets cheaper. Enjoy all the savings at ravads.com. Throw-in gets us back underway here at AutoNation Field, NSU University. The Surge still chasing the game here. They've been picked apart by an impressive FC Prime outfit here so far today. Christine Kint on the ball. Pressure instantly applied by Morgan. Forward to Gratz. Nice move by Gratz, but that's a great challenge by Bastos. It just seems like there's always one of these prime players there. Kint had a little channel to set a ball through for Kint. Couldn't quite make it happen. For Gratz, beg your pardon, couldn't quite make it happen. But here come Serge still. Clipping the ball in is... Oh, Gratz goes in for it with Stevens. And I think credit for Stevens there for just getting straight back up and saying, let's get on with it. I don't think there was too much malice there from Gratz there. She had a bit of a right to go for that ball. And I think there's a bit of frustration at play. She's trying to go through the middle there is Castellano. She loses out. All the play coming through the middle at the moment, but there is room on the flanks, and this is some of that room for Megan Morgan. Morgan with quick feet. Morgan still going. And it is going to be... Well, I got it wrong last time. Is it a free kick or is it a penalty? I think this time it is a free kick. Those lines are pretty close together. But on that American football 10-yard line, and it is close. And you can see on the camera, because that's kind of similar to my view, it's not the easiest thing to pick out on an angle, but this one is going to be a free kick. Pietra Tordin is over it. It very much looks like this is going to be a shot on goal by Tordin. And after the goal we just seen from her, why not? Tordin curls it around the wall, straight at the keeper. It slips through the keeper, and that's going to be another goal. And it's the 7th of the game, and really, it's a mistake from goalkeeper Schultz, but it's a second goal. Second goal of the game for Pietra Tordin. And sorry to see this for FC Surge, but this is a very, very impressive performance by Prime here tonight. And I think even the slightly muted celebrations tell you the story there. We're going to have some changes, a couple of changes. Medina is one player going off Surge. Roberts on the ball. She's looking for a little bit of room. She does find Gratz. Gratz runs right into to Vance. Gould on the ball. Gould with a long ball forward. Too long. Way too long for anyone. That one goes through to the keeper. Kint uses her body brilliantly to move away from that bit of pressure. And that's a typical Christine Kint ball. And are we going to see the first goal of the game for Surge? No, that's right down the throat of Stevens. Another easy save for the 10th grader. If you were missing me waxing lyrical about goalkeeper Ellis Stevens for FC Prime. Still not even out of high school. A 10th grader keeping goal here today. And she's still on for a clean sheet here. Gould is popping up in all sorts of nice positions, loses out that time. Silver plays that through. And again, just impressive defence, and Vance is the one who dances away with it. This time, sends the ball long down the right-hand side. Choosing to drift across the field. Got support here from Morgan. Morgan goes behind the defence here. Morgan has got Tordin in the middle. Just cut out. It is still prime ball McCutcheon, and Gold can't quite keep that one under control. And we'll get another substitution here, I think. I see someone taking the penny off. I think 21 is leaving the game. That's Jimenez. Let's see who's coming in when we get a look at the jersey number. Good turn by Morgan. Better pass as well. Bastos goes one way, then the other. Bastos still coming forward. She finds the pass for the number 3, Martinez. Prime throw taken quickly. Lovely little 1-2. Gold gets it over. And from distance, straight at the goalkeeper. I think that was she was Jimenez coming on. I think she's number 21 had just come on the field. Great skill again from Morgan. Goes to McCutcheon. McCutcheon turns beautifully, drops the shoulder, pass one, pass another. Can't get the ball off her. Very assured stuff by Prime here. And Serge just can't get the ball off them at the moment. So much confidence in those grey jerseys at the moment. Gold trying to clip that one through for Morgan. Doesn't quite come off. Into the area. Does get past 2 people. Gets a pass off as well. Brought out by Silva. Silva charging forward. Trying to find Roberts with the pass, and I think she was looking for a bit more movement, Silva. And again, Serge loses the ball. Kint actually helps that one into the path of a prime player, and that's good defense on the edge of the box. This is a bit better from Serge. Downfield. Can't find a teammate with the pass, and that's going to be a foul, and that's surely going to be a card, is it, referee? Or is he going to take the lenient stance? Well, actually, I like that in a ref. And I think he could sense the frustration in that challenge as much as those of us watching could. Schlosser again. She's still got this much energy this far into the game. The ball goes in a little bit too much on that one. Looking for yet another goal, but that one is not going to trouble Schultz in goal for FC Surge. I think we're going to have a little water break there, and the player who's come to the fore in this second half has been Pietra Tordin. She attends Princeton University. Just come off an amazing freshman year, named Rookie of the Year in the Ivy League, and was a second-team All-Conference selection as a freshman. She loves to put the ball in the net, and she's been keeping that habit up here tonight. And one goal that's already going to be in the conversation for the goal of the season reels at the end of the year. Tordin curled in a beautiful goal that really probably put this game beyond doubt. But we'll have a drinks break for everyone. Come back with the last quarter of this game shortly. This is WPSL action, FC Prime versus FC Surge, here from Davie, Florida at the Alternation Field. And we've still got a little bit more soccer to bring you this evening. And it looks like FC Prime are keen to put this game beyond doubt and get tucked up at home in bed for the week coming up. And this will be very, very a very, very happy night for Coach Russ Morgan. And I think this really does kind of demonstrate what he's trying to do with his club, really trying to build this culture at FC Prime. And, this whole system is about giving these players the skills they need, the experience they need to go and play at higher levels, to go and play in college. And they've been out here, FC Prime, the last 20 years in the local community, helping the local community. And you can see that this group has been playing together, coming up through the age groups for quite a while. I mean, the players, it seems like they're telepathically joined sometimes. They all seem to know where the other one is going to be. And there's a good chemistry running through this team. And a shot from distance, spilled, and they'll see that one behind for a corner kick. And actually, that was a better bit of goalkeeping by Schultz. Kept her eye on that one well, just kept it out of the net. I think we're going to see after this corner, next time the ball goes out, some wholesale changes for Prime. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people with pinnies going to the side of the field. That ball goes in, a free header. And it's still live in the box, actually. Surge need to get this out of there. And they do relieve the pressure just enough for a throw in. And we will have these substitutions now. Martinez is going off. There's quite a few players going off. Morgan, I think, is going off as well. Gold, maybe. I think the goal scorer, Tordin, might be going off. And we'll see who's coming on here. Oh, I see my friend with a headband coming back on. That's going to help me, my Lisa. Coming on at the back is number 5, Victoria Fuentes. So Russ Morgan able to shuffle his deck, give a few players some minutes, help build some confidence, see what they can do. You can't keep that ball in. Schultz looking to send this one long. About 15 minutes left in this game. I think there's no doubt that the 3 points are going to go to Prime today. And I'm sure we'll see FC Surge bounce back, but is there time maybe for a couple more? For all sports, sometimes soccer, it's always a difficult one when a new season starts. And FC Surge, as I said at the top of the broadcast, they're always there or thereabouts in the WPSL in this part of the world. So to lose heavily like this, it really is a compliment to Prime. As Nikki Hames tries to get through and she gives away a free kick. Free kick goes long down the line. Headed by Hames. Silver on the ball. Takes a short ball to Christine Kint. Kint looks up, sends it over to the far side. Decent football by Surge, but again, they've run into the imperious McCutcheon at the base of that midfield, and there's just no way past. Still Surge ball, though. Kint can turn around, play in Silver. Silver and Kint trying to make something happen here in the midfield for FC Surge. Comes over to Hames. Hames wants to send the ball in quickly. He can only fire it against the defender. Hames wriggles away, can't find a pass. And here's a chance on the counter-attack. for the number 20. This is Kayla Master. Master bearing down on goal. She's got one defender to beat. Sends it into the middle. And Prime, another goal. That's a rocket of a finish. And I think that might have been Jules Johnson for a hat-trick. I'm not sure. It's another goal for FC Brighton, and that's all that matters. Well taken, and a lovely bit of work by Kayla Master, the number 20, to set that goal up. Very unselfish in the end. And just squares it. And down on the field is the number 25 for FC Surge, Alexis Castellano. It looks like one more substitution, and it is McCutcheon who's going off. Well, actually, McCutcheon and Bastos are leaving the field. We will see who comes on shortly. I'm not sure who got the last touch on that goal. I think it might not have been Johnston, and it might have been Daniela Correa. I have had that confirmed. It was Daniela Correa with that goal. Wonderfully taken goal by Daniela. She did well to keep up with Kayla Master, and right there on the penalty spot, and confident finish as well. Short goal kick by Prime. And Silva in there, still trying to get this game going for FC Surge. Well done by Vance. Vance sends the ball early, asking a lot of a teammate there. Ball sent long downfield towards Correa. I think I was desperately just wanting the hat trick in this game from Jules Johnson, but no, it was a great goal by Correa. And you can't look at the scoreline when you're taking the shot, can you? And still had that quality finish as Surge come forward with Roberts. Two players in close attention. She's got support from Hames and finds Hames. Hames still going, but she's just shown the ball too much to the opponents. Attis does well there. And that will be a throw. Another change. Looks like Schlosser going off. Good night's work for Schlosser. Always looking forward to put her head down and get forwards. Attis goes back to the goalkeeper. Wild tackle. Just steps over that one. This is Fuentes. Fuentes can't find the pass going forwards. Hames takes over. That one looks like a throw in. I think we're going to get one last change for Prime here. Usually get a little flurry of changes at the end of the game, regardless of what the result is looking like. And this one will be a corner kick. And going off is number 11, Jaden Robertson. I think she's going to see some more playing time for Surge this year. Tried to make a difference when she could, but yeah, it's not been an easy night for Surge. Corner comes in, dangerous area, cleared by FC Surge. Only as far as Fuentes. Fuentes spins the ball back in, a bit too much on that. Not the execution she would have wanted. And that's a pretty easy goal kick for FC Surge. Fuentes puts that one out for a throw-in. FC Surge into the prime half again. Decent looking ball down the left-hand side. Good covering, I believe, from Vance. I think Surge got a corner out of it, though. You can't see, but I can see a couple of traitors in the stands here who are casually checking out the Heat game, which I guess, given the scoreline, I can sort of understand. But the corner kick comes in from FC Surge. And is that in? Well, it's definitely in the back of the net. Is it going to count? I don't see a flag. It is a consolation goal for FC Surge from the corner. I think it's Medina who's bundled it in. And, well, some of the guys who are watching the Heat game missed that one. But that does deny Ellis Stevens that clean sheet. And I think Prime will be a little bit kicking themselves there for letting a goal in. Footballers want that clean sheet. They want to keep that goose egg on the board. And they've let one in. Going off for Surge is the number 14. She's Angelica Bueno. And, well, a goal is a goal. And they all count for one. And there haven't been many positives for FC Surge in this opening game, but that is one. And who knows, maybe the head coach for Surge, Mr. Venegachea, is maybe trying a little bit of tweak here and there to make sure that the rest of the season goes a little bit better than tonight, which I'm sure it will. And it was a bundled goal as well. But anyone who's ever played football has bundled in something that's meant something to someone. Here come FC Surge again. Can they make it two? And Chrissy Grass just can't find the diving header at the far post. Good work by Shama Silva. They've woken up a bit, Surge, but I think it might be, well, you don't have to be Nostradamus to come to the conclusion that it's too little too late. But maybe even if they could get a second, a third, and then suddenly that scoreline doesn't quite seem so bad, does it? There has been a pretty good passage of play here by Surge. They've got one back at least, and now they're keeping a little bit of possession. That's been the story of the game for them. Just a little sloppy around the edges. Needs a little bit of tightening up. Tighten a few of those screws. Here's Correa on the ball. Two people to aim for in the middle. Who's going to get there? That's Atis who got there, and she could have got another goal, but pretty tame effort. That's the ball bounce. Flicked on. Gratz looking for Medina. Medina uses her strength well. She's asking for a run. She's trying to set through Nikki Hames. Nikki Hames on the ball here and loses out to Fuentes. Good work by Fuentes at the back for Prime. Atis keeps it in. Decent ball. Correa keeps that ball moving. Good D at the back by the number 16 for Surge. That's Natasha Perez. coming to the end of this game, and certainly entertaining if you've been a FC Prime fan. Less so if you've been cheering for FC Surge. Certainly, few key moments of play for the highlight reels has gone on there tonight. And the most important thing is one team will go home with 3 points as Shama Silva dances through the middle. Can't quite get a hold of that one the way she would have wanted to. I could tell what she was trying to do. Always an exciting player to watch, Shama Silva, but that one never going to trouble Stevens. Stevens hoofs it downfield. And a shot from distance. And that goes wide. Here we go again. Prime coming forward. Trying to play it out of defence. They get caught out. It comes into the middle. Silva to Medina. Medina looks up, tries to play Silva in. Hits a player. Prime can get out here. Fuentes goes into the middle. Correa picks up that loose ball. And on it is Robbins. Robbins a little isolated, tries a little back heel. And it's Surge ball again. Great 50-50 challenge that. Ball goes up into the air. And it will be Surge's ball back in defence. Coming to the end of this game now. Ball play forward looking for Hames. Hames drops a shoulder, goes one way, then the other. Nice little run from Hames. She hasn't got too much support up front, but she has got Gratz. Gratz tries to get it back to her, and Vance has to remove the danger. And that is possibly the shakiest the Prime defence has looked so far today. Just not enough on that little 1-2 from Gratz to get it back to Hames, and maybe we could have had the second goal for FC Surge there. And I think there might be a little bit of homework for head coach Russ Howard here. I mean, he's going to be happy with the goal scored, but Surge have definitely not just withered away here. They've taken this last part of the game and tried to make something of it, and there might be a few things on the tape for Russ to pick over. But I think he'll be happy. Who wouldn't be with this scoreline? Baldacini has to go backwards to Kint. Kint using the width of the field. Trying to get to Medina. Medina trying to spin her marker, but they do get a corner. And that is how they got their first and only goal of the game so far. So maybe a chance for a second here. Goes in towards the near post again. It was they're almost trying to do a carbon copy of the first corner, it feels. Since it worked. But we'll have another one. Another good corner into a dangerous area, and it's a goal. It's an Olympico. It's the second goal of the game. Well, they've had some luck from the set pieces. I'm just trying to see who the goal scorer is. Who else is it? It's Shama Silva. sometimes the most direct route to goal is the earliest. So a second goal for FC Surge. And now I think Rust will probably be a little bit more angry now, having seen 2 goals let in when his team had their tails up and cruising. And a little consolation for FC Surge. Baldacini with the throw. Medina on the ball, a little bit of possession for Surge, middle of midfield. They lose out on that possession and a long ball forward. That's no trouble to the Whites at all. And that will be a prime throw in. Always hard work to pick out a player of the game on a high scoring game like this, which as it comes to an end, seals the 3 points for FC Prime. Back to the drawing board for FC Surge. They'll be wondering what happened here, but FC Prime will be very, very happy with this night's work. It's been raining goals on a dry evening in Davie, in Florida, and Prime come away with the win. Thank you for joining us here on 11 Sports. My name's Lee. I've been with you the whole game. Thank you to FC Prime for having us. Thank you to FC Prime's sponsor, ravads.com. Free membership always. Nowhere else can you find Disney tickets cheaper. Enjoy all the savings. Ravads.com. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have my arm twisted on the player of the game, but I would probably go for Jules Johnston for getting us up and running with that brace, although there's candidates all over the field. But yeah, getting on the board early, I think that was key to the game. So well played to Jules, well played to the whole of FC Prime. Commiserations to FC Surge. And we'll see you all again next time for WPSL FC Prime Soccer.